Tom Homan, President Trump's appointed border czar, makes an announcement that he will start detaining illegal immigrants immediately. My name is Marcus Russell, and this is the Marcus Russell Show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I need 100,000 subscribers. Let's get right to it.
And the Trump administration is reconsidering immigration raids that were reportedly set to begin this week after details of the operation were leaked to the press. ICE may also face problems navigating sanctuary city laws. New York City Mayor Eric Adams telling the New York Post, "The law is the law." And NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch says, quote, "The law in New York City basically is that the police department will not assist in civil immigration enforcement." Incoming border czar Tom Homan joins us now. I guess that remains to be seen. What does hitting the ground running look like for you tomorrow at 12:01 p.m.?
Look, ICE is going to be, we're going to take the handcuffs off ICE that they've had put on by the Biden administration and let them go do their job. And the president's been clear, I've been clear. Right out of the gate, we're concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats. So I find it.
Once again, I will add that Tom Homan and the ICE do not require Senate approval to make any decisions, period. They are independent from the Senate.
To this day, that any sanctuary city, any elected official, does not want public safety threats removed from their communities. Let us into the jail. Because if you let us into the jail, we can arrest a bad guy in the jail, right? But if you release them into the community, it puts the community at risk, puts our officers at risk, it puts the alien at risk, because anything can happen on an outside arrest. So let us in the jails. It's safer for everybody.
Tom, let's go through a couple of things here. Washington Post has you, as of yesterday, talking about reconsidering a raid in Chicago this coming week. Is that true?
We're not reconsidering any operation. There was a leak in Chicago, so we're looking at that leak and find out how does it affect officer safety concerns. Chicago's not off the table, but we're reconsidering when and how we do it, because there was a leak.
Would it benefit you, based on your objective there, not to talk publicly so much about your plans?
Specific plans. What was leaked in Chicago was more specific, what was happening, and that raises officer safety concerns. They already have a dangerous job. Like I say, they're going to arrest public safety threats and national security threats. Dangerous. But when those
Chicago's Mayor Brandon Johnson is a complete idiot. The people of Chicago have been pleading with Brandon Johnson to not be a sanctuary city, and yet, despite everything that they said, he continued to do that. Tom Homan and ICE agents were they're about to go to Chicago, but somebody leaked to the Chicago News, to the Chicago City, of their plans, and they basically hid the illegals. Like he said, he's going to seek prosecution for these sanctuary people. Anybody who's found in with protecting them, they're going to pay for it.
That guys has a heads up that we're hitting you at this time, this day. No, it raises officer safety concerns, specific operational plans. So we're looking at it. What was leaked? What's that actually in there? And how is it going to affect us moving forward?
We have a Fox News poll that shows Trump what people think Trump's top priorities should be. Immigration at 13%, economy, jobs at 13%. Proximity can often be power. You'll be in the West Wing. This is going to be job number one. One of the most difficult things about your job is not just the implementation and execution of your policies, but the communication of them. Right. How are you planning to keep the American people up to date, especially when you know that there are going to probably be some tough moments that will be captured on cameras and that some in the media will exploit those? How do you deal with that?
Well, first of all, we got to get Kristi Noem in quickly. She's brilliant. I've talked to her many times. She gets it. She understands it. I'll be working very closely with her, shoulder to shoulder, on messaging to the American people exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it. That we're doing it in a humane possible, most humane possible way, right? Law enforcement, arresting people is sad. It's unfortunate. So there's always a negative connotation to that. But we're going to keep talking to the American people daily, weekly basis, exactly what we're doing, how we're doing, and who we're arresting, to show the American people we're doing this most humane possible.
This is very important. Who you are arresting.
Exactly.
And you are saying there are 700,000 illegal migrants in America today with a criminal.
That's almost a million people, YouTube. Like, that's a lot of people, you know. Trump wrote in his letter of recommendation that Tom Homan is the most. Nobody's better at policing and controlling our border, is what he wrote, end quote. And I agree. He's been doing this for 3 decades. You know, he's serious about his job. He's so serious.
Criminal record.
Walking the streets of the country.
Walk in the streets or in jails or both?
Walking the streets.
How do you find them?
That part.
Well, that's law
Yeah,
enforcement.
okay, I got it.
Law enforcement sensitive. We have our ways. But look, ICE is very good at this. And I want to make
Yeah.
one thing clear. It's not sweeping neighborhoods, right? Not looking for people different than us. Every person that ICE goes to arrest, they have a target enforcement worksheet. They've done a lot of investigation, know pretty much what the guy, they know who the guy is, they pretty much know where to find him.
Seems to me that Tom Homan is saying that pretty much he's gonna just pull up on people who look illegal and find out if they're documented or not. They're just walking on the streets. Like I said, I don't know exactly the method they're going to use to start with this mass deportation program. Am I concerned about it? Slightly, I am. I don't want us to look inhumane. But this has been a problem for 10 years now in America, and now we're just letting it get overhand. Let us know what you think in the comments. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Tell us, what to do a story on, and I'll do it. I read all the comments. Peace.